Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh yeah. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Standing in line, just waiting out there. Too afraid to try and make a change. But now I realize I've got to be brave. Thinking out, why can't that be me? Cause I know I gotta show, yeah, what I'm capable of. Because I don't wanna be standing on the outside looking in. If I push through the clouds, standing on the inside, I'll see the stars. If you want it, shine, I'll make it. Well, I got the white factor, and all the roadblocks, they don't face me. Well, I just knock them down. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh yeah. If you want it, you can take it now. Cause I got the way. Yeah, I got the way. I got the Y factor. Time to go hard, I'm not gonna fade. I can feel the eyes are watching me. There's only one chance, so you can't be late. Starting now, I'm making that change. It's my goals, and I know, I gotta make them come true. Because I don't wanna be standing on the outside looking in. If I push
the healthy cooking show. Yeah. So this afternoon, if you are wondering what I'm going to be cooking today, I'm going to be cooking amazing. That before I introduce what I'm going to cook today, I am saying a very big thank you to all of you that have subscribed to our YouTube channel. Thank you very, very much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Salad Master. Salad Master is sponsoring this show. Thank you, Salad Master. Thank you to all the Elzel region. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to all our YouTube subscribers. If you are watching us on Facebook too, thank you. Watching us on our Instagram handle, thank you. Watching us wherever you are, I'm saying a very big thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You all are doing an amazing job. Thank you. Okay, so today I'm going to be, cooking. Today afternoon, I'm going to be cooking aubergine. Okay, I'm going to be cooking aubergine stew with brown rice. Okay, aubergine is also known as eggplant. It's just two names for one fruit. Okay, two names for one fruit. It's either you call it eggplant or you call it aubergine. There's no difference. There is still the same thing. Okay, so before I introduce my recipes, I'll first of all, okay, wash my hands. But please subscribe to our YouTube channel, give this video a big thumbs up, okay, and also like and comment. Okay, I love to see comments on the show. Okay, what you don't understand about the recipes or how you can either cook it a different way, your comment is highly appreciated. Okay, it's highly valued. Okay, so before I introduce my recipes, I'm going to first of all wash my hands. Okay, like I always say, and do wash your hands first before you start cooking anything in the kitchen. It's mandatory, it's compulsory, it's necessary. All right. Okay, so for my aubergine, okay, which one should we prefer to call it, aubergine or eggplants? I prefer to call it an aubergine. Okay, so I'm going to be using aubergine. This is what is called aubergine. Okay, this big eggplant is purple in color, different colors though. Okay, so this is my aubergine or eggplant. And then I'm also going to be using leek. This is what is called leek, very nice. You can also use this for your fried rice. And then I'm going to be using fresh tomatoes. All right, fresh tomatoes. And here I have my fresh sweet corn. This is fresh sweet corn, not the normal hard corn, not the normal corn we sold by the roadside or we roast. This one is different. This is one they use for either for fried rice or for sauces. Yeah, this one is naturally sweet. So this is the fresh one. I don't like the tin one or the paper one. I prefer the natural fresh one because this is what we are showing on the show is healthy cooking. Okay, we try to use as much plant-based ingredients in all our cooking. And here I have my my yeah, and also the red chilies, which I'm going to be using. Then I'm also going to be using 2 bulbs of purple onions, okay, and then ginger. This is ginger, and I'm also going to be using garlic, okay. And then for my aubergine stew, I'm also going to be using red scotch bonnet and also a yellow bell pepper. Okay, this is naturally sweet. It's not spicy at all. Yellow bell pepper, and then I'm going to be using spring onions, fresh spring onions, and this is my brown rice. This is what my brown rice is. This is my brown rice, not ofada rice. Ofada rice is different from brown rice. So this is my brown rice. This is what brown rice looks like. Okay, which I'm going to be using. It's very, very healthy. It's very healthy compared to the polished white rice. It's very healthy. And then I'm going to be using sea salt to taste and of course, Cajun spice. So these are my ingredients for my aubergine. Okay, so let me just quickly do a recap again of my recipes so that during the show you don't have to be asking, so what are my recipes? I said my recipes for my aubergine stew, I'm going to be using fresh sweet corn, red bell pepper, red bell pepper, red chilies, ginger, garlic, onions, fresh tomatoes, leek, aubergine, fresh red scotch bonnet, yellow bell pepper, and spring onions, sea salt to taste, and of course Cajun spice. These are just what I'm going to be using, and we are going to be pairing this aubergine stew with brown rice. Okay. All right. So without further much ado, let's dive straight into the cooking. All right. So thank you all for most of you that commented on the show last week. Okay. On the show last week where we made agidi jollof it was amazing. Thank you all so very much for the comments. I really appreciate and thank you so very much. All right, so I'm going to be blending my I'm going to be blending my fresh tomatoes. All the items I have on this slab, they're already washed. Okay, so I'm just going to be throwing everything in there. So there I have my fresh tomatoes, and then I'm going to be adding in my red chilies and also my red bell pepper. So for most of you, or for most of us who don't like a spicy stew, okay, it's not compulsory that you use the red chilies and the red scotch bonnet at the same time. You can actually omit one. It's either you use the red scotch bonnet and then you don't use the red chili, or you use the red chili and then don't use the red scotch bonnet, because the two are very spicy, especially when you didn't remove the seed from the red chili. Then I'm going to be adding red scotch bonnet. Okay. So I'm going to blend this in a smooth paste. Yeah. So the reason why I'm using this to give it a punch is that I want to burst my tomato so that I do not add extra water. So I want to use my tomato juice to blend it. Yeah, so that we do not add extra water there. Okay, done. So I'm going to blend this in a very smooth paste. Okay, so then I'm going to add in just 1 bulb of onion so that I could blend everything together. Okay. 1 bulb of onion. So I'm also going to blend this. Beautiful. So we are all blending together. Remember, no water, no additional water. Okay, so that is it. I'm done blending my tomato. So the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to shred my ginger, my garlic, and my onions with the aid of my wonderful Salad Master food processor. Now, no kitchen is complete without this phenomenal, wonderful food processor because it helps your cooking time in the kitchen very easy and fast. And most of our clients tell them that it saves them almost 50% of their work time in the kitchen because it kind of hasten up their cooking process. Like for instance, chopping, slicing, and also shredding. So here, it comes with 5 different cones, from cone number 1 to cone number 5, which gives you different kinds of shapes and sizes depending on how you place your vegetables or your fruit. Okay, and it's a master of fruits and veggies, hence the name Salad Master. Okay, so it's either you call it Salad Master machine or you call it food processor. Whichever one you prepare is fine. So we'll be using this since for a very long time, and this Salad Master machine is not actually for sale. Okay, you can ask me on the comment section on how you can get this. All right, so the cone I'm using for my onions is cone number 2, which is called the string glass. Just for the smaller veggies of smaller fruit, you can actually use your cone number 2. It all depends on the kind of shape you want. It's not compulsory that you must use the cone that I'm using. Then for my onions and my garlic, no. For my ginger and my garlic, I'm going to be using cone number 1, which is the smallest of the shape. It's also called the shredder. So you use it to shred tiny vegetables or veggies or fruits. So here I have my ginger, and you are wondering why you did not peel off the skin in Salad Master or when we are cooking healthy living shows, we do not peel the skin of our ginger because ginger is a tumper crops. So our dietitian said that if you peel any of your tumper crops, you're peeling most of the nutrients away. So that's the reason why we do not peel, because peeling is also one of the enemies to nutrition. So any tumper crops like ginger, carrots, beetroots, sweet potatoes, yam, they all belongs to tumper crops. They are tumper crops family. They are all the same species. So we do not peel the skin so that we can all keep the skin, to all keep the nutrients intact. Remember, the main reason is for us to keep all the nutrients intact, lock in all the nutrients and the flavor so that we can retain up to that 93% nutrients in our daily food. All right, so I'm still shredding my garlic. Garlic too is a very powerful antibiotic. It's very, very healthy. Okay, very, very healthy. Use this for treatments of different kinds of infections or bacteria. It's very good that you add garlic or ginger in almost of your cooking if you can. It's very, very healthy. Okay, then now I'm done with slicing and shredding my ginger and my garlic using my wonderful Salad Master food processor. All right. Okay, then let's dive straight into the cooking. All right, so what I'm going to be using for my aubergine stew or my eggplant stew, remember I said is 2 names for one fruit. Okay, so here I'm going to be using 5 wok. This is 5 wok, which you can use for your soup, your stew, or you want to use it to fry, roast, or even bake. So here, this is what I'm using for my aubergine stew. So I've already preheated this for about 5 to 6 minutes. So whenever you want to stir fry anything, it's always nice to stir fry it's always nice to preheat your cookware before you add in your veggies or your meats. Okay, so then I'm going to just add a little water into the cookware. Then when it bubbles and beats, then it's ready to stir fry. Did you see that? Okay. Because I always love to preheat it whenever I want to cook. Yeah, I always love to preheat it so that when I toss in my veggies or my fruits, I can literally perceive the aroma immediately. Just like when you preheat your oil, had it been you are using oil and then you throw in your onions, that sound that you hear is simply amazing. And then you can always, release the aroma. The aroma start oozing out immediately. All right. So I'm going to toss this for a few minutes until the onions, the ginger, and the garlic is a little bit transparent. Okay. And also monitor your heat. Okay. This smells amazing. Okay. So then this is already preheated. This is already stir fried. Then what am I going to do? I'm going to pour in my blended tomatoes, blended red bell pepper, red scotch bonnet, and red chili. But I'm not going to pour it in it now because my cookware is pretty hot, meaning that once I add in this into my cookware, I'm going to be choking on pepper, which I don't want. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to leave this out to just cool down a little bit. Then I can continue with my aubergine. So let's slice our aubergine or eggplants. Okay, so this is our aubergine. This is actually called a vegetable. Okay. It's considered as a vegetable, but this is technically a fruit because it belongs to the nightshade family and it's also a flowering plant. Okay, because it has seed, it contains seed. All right, it contains seed. So I'm not going to use the skin or the back because it's very hard. Okay, so I'm going to peel off the back. And this aubergine too contains a lot of health benefits. It contains fiber, all right? It contains fiber, it contains copper, it contains potassium, vitamin K and vitamin C, and also contains a whole lot of protein. Okay, so if you are wondering where is my meat or where is my meat or where is my fish or my egg, today is a special delicacy. It's a special diet. This is actually Nigerian vegan diet. Okay, so this is what I'm making today, Nigerian vegan diet. Okay. And you can also include this for most of us, or for those of us that are doing 30 days hair restore challenge program. You can also add this as your menu too. So it's not compulsory that you must eat it only with the jollof rice, with the brown rice or basmati rice, or any rice of your choice. You could also eat this with yam, sweet potatoes, or whatever you want to eat that with. Yeah, you can also do that with. Okay, so in place of aubergine is just like yeah, we are substituting aubergine for meat, yeah, or for fish. So in place of aubergine, you can actually use mushroom or tofu. Yeah, you can actually use mushroom or tofu or kidney beans. Or chickpea beans. Yeah. So I'm replacing aubergine in place of meat because this food is vegan diet. Okay. So you can actually replace aubergine with mushroom. If you don't want to use aubergine, you can actually use it for mushroom. Okay, so this is it. So you chop it and cut it big because when you start cooking it, it will instantly shrink. So you need to cut it in a bigger size, all right? And actually takes like mushroom. Okay. Okay, then let's continue with our stew. Okay, then, okay, here is fine. Okay, I said the reason why I remove this cookware from the heat is because I don't want to choke on pepper, because the cookware is very hot. So once I pour in the pepper, okay, everybody here in this studio will start choking on pepper. So the reason why I don't want to do that. So the red bell pepper and the red chili actually bring out the redness of the stew more, especially when your tomatoes is not that too red. Especially when your tomatoes is not that too red. Okay. All right. So in here I have my red bell pepper, red chilies, fresh tomatoes, ginger, garlic, and onions. So because if we are cooking, then we cover like this. Remember, I'm making a stew, like I'm stir frying my stew, I'm frying my stew. So what I have to do is to crack it a little bit open because I'm frying and not cooking. Okay. So we're going to allow this to simmer. We are going to allow that to simmer. So I'm just going to allow that to simmer for a few minutes before I add in my other stuffs. Okay, now I was talking about, like, somebody asked a question on the comment section that what can you substitute for aubergine? So like I said, you can actually use your mushroom. Okay, if you don't want to use aubergine or eggplant. It's just two names for one fruit. Okay, aubergine is also the same thing as eggplant, purple eggplant. They are different colors and different shapes. So, but I prefer to use this aubergine because eggplants, I prefer to use this aubergine, especially the purple one, because the green one is actually kind of bitter. Yeah, it's actually kind of bitter. So that's the reason why I don't want to use that, but I prefer this aubergine. All right. Okay, then let's go straight back to our cooking, our aubergine stew. Okay, this is nice. This is already coming up beautiful. So what I'm going to add in here is that I'm going to add in my sea salt to taste. I'm just going to add in my half teaspoon of sea salt. Okay, of sea salt to taste. Not really that much. And then I'm also going to add in some Cajun spice. Like, you just mix it, just add your curry and your thyme and Cajun spice to mix it up with. Okay, so the next one I'm going to add is that I'm going to add in my fresh corn because this takes a little time to cook. The aubergine doesn't really take time, so I'm going to add in my sweet corn. This is not just the normal corn we buy at the roadside or the roast or they cook at the roadside. This is fresh corn, the one that you actually use for your fried rice. So this is the fresh one, fresh corn on the cob. So I'm going to stir this. Beautiful. And then I'm also going to add in my already sliced aubergine so that the pepper, the Cajun spice, the sea salt, the onions, the ginger, and everything can infuse inside the aubergine, making them to be even more tastier. Making them to be more tasty. Like I said, it's not compulsory that you must eat this with rice. You can also substitute the rice for your yam or your boiled potatoes. Okay, just any stuff of your choice. Okay. All right. So we are going to cover this and allow this to simmer for a good 10 minutes. Okay. All right, so while we are waiting for that to simmer, I want to quickly introduce my brown rice. Like I said from the beginning when I was introducing my recipes, this is brown rice. Brown rice is very different from offada rice. Offada rice has this kind of nutty smell, but this one is odorless. Okay, and it's more healthier than white normal porridge rice, and it also takes a little time to get soft. So this is the one that I've already pre-boiled. This is pre-boiled brown rice. Okay, you just have to wash it and then you do not drain out the water, or if you don't want to, do not drain out the water because it's also very healthy. So I'm going to be cooking this. So I'm going to be using my 7 quarts. Yeah, this is our 7 quarts dish I'm going to be using for my brown rice. I'm going to be adding little water. So when you are cooking with Salad Master Healthy Cooking System, if you are using 2 glasses of water for your normal conventional pot and pan, when you are using Salad Master Healthy Cooking System, you use 1 glass of water. Do you know the reason why? Because we cook with a very low heat. We cook at 86 degrees Celsius and not up to 100 degrees Celsius. And we also cook in a very airtight container, okay, food does not allow any vapor to go out at all. Then the food cook with its own steam, okay. And our cookware is also made with titanium 316 Ti. Okay. Okay, so then I've added in here. So what I'm going to add in next is that I'm just going to add in some salt. Oh yeah. I'm going to add in some sea salt, but it's not compulsory. Some people don't like adding salt to their rice, but it's not compulsory, right? So which I'm also going to leave to simmer for 10 minutes too, because the rice was previously pre-boiled. All right. Okay, so that is there. There we have our aubergine or eggplant stew cooking nicely, and also our brown rice cooking nicely. So please stay back, stay tuned. I'll be right back. We are gonna go on a short break and we will be right back. Please comment, ask me questions. I want to answer your questions. Ask me questions if you've actually eaten this before, or if you actually tested it before, or what else can you cook, or what else can you use instead of aubergine. I've already explained that, but if you have your own two option, let me know. I would love to know. All right, see you very soon. I'll be right back.
Just waiting out there, too afraid to try and make a change. But now I realize I've got to be brave, thinking out, why can't that be me? Cause I know I gotta show, yeah, what I'm capable of. Because I don't wanna be standing on the outside looking in. If I push through the clouds, standing on the inside, I'll see the stars. If you want it, shine, I'll make it. Well, I got the Y factor, and all the roadblocks, they don't face me. Well, I just knock them down. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh yeah. If you want it, you can take it now. Are you ready? Cause I got the Y. Yeah, I got the Y. I got the Y factor. Time to go hard, I'm not gonna fade. I can feel the eyes are watching me. There's only one chance, so you can't be late. Starting now, I'm making that change. It's my goals, and I know, I gotta make them come true. Because I don't wanna be standing on the outside looking in. If I push.
All right, you are welcome back. My name is Jessica, and if you are wondering what I'm making, cooking on the show, I am cooking aubergine stew. Okay, aubergine fresh stew with brown rice. Okay, then our aubergine stew is cooking so also with the brown rice. So I'm going to slice my leek. Okay, I'm going to slice my leek. You can actually use this for your fried rice or for your sauce. It's very nice. The aroma is amazing. It all belongs to the onion family. It's just like spring onions or scallions, leek, onions, oh yeah, or shallots. Okay, they're all the same species. So I'm slicing my leek as in L-E-E-K, leek. Okay. And you can also use it to spice your meat or to boil your chicken. It's very nice. Then I'm going to be adding some spring onions, okay, which I'm also going to be adding inside my aubergine stew or my eggplant stew. So please like our video, comment, and also share. We are live every Saturday, West African time at 12 p.m. And we have amazing, nice, beautiful delicacies all over nationwide. Then I'm going to add in my yellow bell pepper. I love seeing colors. Okay. So try to make your food look as colorful as possible. It makes it look more appetizing, contains more nutrients, more nourishing, and also very yummy. All right. Beautiful. So sweet pepper, you use it for different kinds of delicacies, cooking. You can also add it in your salad. It's also very good for weight loss. Okay. So in here, I have my leek, my scallions, and also my yellow bell pepper. So I'm going to be adding this inside my stew, my aubergine stew. Woo! Nice and beautiful. So we throw everything in here. So if you are wondering what I added inside my aubergine stew, I added ginger, garlic, yeah, onions, fresh tomatoes, red bell pepper, red chilies, red scotch bonnets, sweet corn, Cajun spicy, salt to taste, leek, aubergine or eggplant, and the one you prefer to call it is beautiful. Aubergine, yellow bell pepper, and onions. Okay. So then I'm just going to allow this to simmer because our food is almost ready. So what I'm going to do is just 2 dishes. So like I said, aubergine sauce is very nice, and this is a vegan diet. So if you don't want to do a vegan diet and then you want to substitute your aubergine, instead of using aubergine, you can also substitute it for meat, fish, egg, or any protein of your choice if you don't want to use aubergine. All right, if you don't want to use aubergine, the reason why I use aubergine is because this is a vegan diet. This is a vegan diet. All right, that is the reason why I use aubergine. All right, aubergine too is very healthy. Like I just mentioned, the health benefits of aubergine. I said that it contains fiber, it contains copper, it contains potassium, it contains vitamin K, it contains vitamin C, and it contains a lot of protein. Okay, and aubergine is technically a fruit. All right, but it's actually considered as a vegetable. All right. Okay, so then I'm going to quickly dish our food because our aubergine stew and brown rice is ready. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to dish is that I'm going to dish the rice. I'm going to dish my brown rice. Okay, I'm going to dish my brown rice before I dish in my aubergine stew. Okay, now let's check our brown rice. Wow, this is ready. Ooh. Okay, you can see the smoke oozing now. This is ready. So this was actually pre-boiled before the show. because boiling this on the show is gonna take a lot of time. So that's the reason why I pre-boil first before cooking. I'll finish cooking it on the show. Right, so I'm going to serve this. So I'm pairing this brown rice with my aubergine stew. So it's not compulsory that you must eat it with rice. So if you have any other thing that you want to eat it with, it's absolutely fine, and not necessarily mean that you must eat it with aubergine rice. I mean with aubergine fresh stew. This is amazing brown rice. Okay. All right, so the next one I'm going to dish is that I'm going to dish my aubergine stew. I'm going to be dishing my amazing aubergine stew, cooked with absolutely no oil and no MSG. So what I used for my aubergine was I used my ginger, garlic, onions, red bell pepper, red chili, red scotch bonnet, yellow bell pepper, sweet corn on the hob, fresh sweet corn on the hob, aubergine itself, yeah, and then what again, sea salt and Cajun spice to taste. Okay, then let's check our aubergine stew. Aubergine. Ooh la. Ah. The amazing, the aroma is superb. It's tantalizing, it's sumptuous, it's delicious, it's yumptious. Oh my. And also notice that my stew was cooked with absolutely no drop of water. Yes. So all you have here, they use their own natural moisture, just like my tomatoes, red bell pepper, red scotch bonnet, aubergine. They all have their own natural moisture. So when you are cooking with Salad Master healthy cooking ways, either you cook with little or no water at all. What I mean with little water, just like I was cooking my brown rice, you need water because it's hard grain. Yeah. And then for stews, you don't actually need water. You have to use the natural, you have to cook them in their own natural moisture. Beautiful. Isn't this looking tantalizing and amazing? It takes. Okay. So this is my aubergine stew. So then we are going to be eating this with brown rice. Now here. Bon appetit. Bon appetit. Food is ready. Okay. So the food is ready. This my hob is very hot, so I can't place my plate on it now. Let me turn it off. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love my precious hand. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Uh-oh, don't scatter the rice. Okay, beautiful and nice. I hope they see that. Okay, and I want you to see it properly. All right, so we've come to the end of today's show. Cooking of aubergine stew and the brown rice just take a little time, because while we are using Salad Master healthy cooking system, Salad Master is made with titanium 316i. Please book us for a healthy presentation for you and your family, because this cookware, they cannot talk on this stuff. So we have to come to your home, component of your home, or you walk down to our office at number 15 Ibile Street, Victoria Island, Lagos State. We can show you on how you can use these amazing cookwares to eat healthy, live healthy. Yeah, all my health is my wealth. All right. Thank you all so very much. See you next time at the same time, 12 p.m. on Saturday. My name is Jessica, and this is Healthy Living Show. This time out, we are signing out. Thank you so very much. Bye for now. Bye.